I understand that they have the big networks behind them like CBS and some of the other ones that will help for the foreseeable future. But, something Live is not going away, and that's for sure. All right, let's go out to Perry in New Bedford. How you doing, Perry?
I mean, you got to figure something out.
Perry, turn your phone down, your TV, everything.
And some of the other ones.
How many years have we been doing the show, Chris? I mean, it's been 10 years for me. Bob's been doing it for like 40.
It only
right?
feels like it's been 10 years for me when I hear calls like old Perry's there. No, I've been doing this for, 2 or 3 years now?
Yeah, I mean, don't people know?
I've
They
been doing
call
talk
in.
radio. I've been doing talk radio in some form or fashion since 2008, Richie, and the please turn your radio down was a thing back then. It'll be a thing until the last day of radio broadcast. In fact, 4 billion years from now or whatever, when the sun burns out, one of the last transmissions from Earth is going to be somebody going, yeah, I'd like to talk about the incoming heat-related death of the solar system. Yeah, could you please turn your radio down, caller? We can't hear you.
Hey, how about this? The Washington Wild Things just tweeted me. They said, we got your good baseball at Richie Walsh. Maybe I should have Wild Things fever, right? I'm playing in their celebrity softball game in July. I love the Wild Things. I might start going to Wild Things games.
I am not playing in the celebrity softball game, apparently. I was supposed to coach, but I think I'll be on paternity leave then. So I'm going to be on the shelf. I'm going to be on ice, Richie. So I will be sending signs to the team, though. I'll be brushing the arms. I'll send videos. I'll touch the nose, dab the ears, the whole 9 yards.
All right, let's go out to David in Swickley. How you doing, David?
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call tonight. I think the key with this live golf thing is going to come down to one thing. Are they going to allow these guys to play in the Masters, the Open Championship, the PGA, and the U.S. Open? If these guys can play the live tour and play in the majors, I think you're going to see more guys jump over there just because of money. But if they don't allow them, then I think that tour is going to fold up pretty quickly, or you're going to have lower-ranked guys like Chase Koepka or Andy Ogletree, guys like that playing out there. Because let's be honest, man, at the end of the day, money talks and you know what walks. So I'll take your comments, man, and have a good night, guys.
David, thanks for your call, but I don't think Live's going to let these guys play. That's not the problem. The PGA Tour, we haven't really heard.
He meant.
Yeah, but if the PGA Tour says, hey, you're not allowed to play in the majors, I mean, look, the USGA and the PGA, different entities. So the USGA already said they could play in the U.S. Open. So
Masters operates unto itself. I mean, I think
Yeah.
they could. The Royal and Ancient runs the Open Championship. The PGA obviously runs the PGA Championship, but that's 3 out of the 4 majors conceivably that these guys could play in. I guess the X factor here too is, in addition to the bottomless pit of money that they're being paid for or paid to do this, because that's the only reason like DJ's over there after previously saying he wouldn't go. Do these guys want to play the best in the world all the time? Do they want to play diluted fields or half fields? If the majority of the world's best players stay with the PGA Tour, do the Dustin Johnsons of the world or anybody like that want to stay over there and just play these 54-hole events because they're getting paid a truck full of money? Or do they actually want to compete against the best? That is a me putting that out into the ether question, not me having a definitive answer on it.
Well, we're going to find out here soon. I mean, I would imagine the PGA Championship will just be for PGA Tour members because it's a PGA Championship. Live, I'm guessing, will have a Live Championship. And Live might be successful if most of the tournaments are played in the United States. But if they start playing, some of these tournaments outside of the country, I don't know how much momentum it'll gain here. Let's go out to Brad and Punxsy. How you doing, Brad?
Hey, thanks for taking my call, guys. Hey, it's been a tough year for sports. You start with college with the being able to transfer out to a, bigger and better world. And now with the golf situation, guys jumping sport. It just, sports as we know it, sadly to say, has really changed, just my opinion, for the worst. And it's just like, I don't know what's going to stop this or, until, maybe some big name says, you know what, we're gonna get a group together and we're gonna stop it. But right now, college sports, just stop the moving, stop the moving. I guess I should have clarified.
Well,
that.
I mean, this is Brad. I see your point here, and Liv is just providing. They're trying to start something up here, and they're trying to pay for the best players to see if they can compete against the PGA Tour. Definitely, something needs to happen with NIL, or it's going to destroy some of these smaller programs, right? But
How?
no one's ever going to compete against the NFL. What?
I've seen a lot of scaremongering about how NIL is going to destroy this, NIL is going to destroy that. I haven't seen one shred of tangible evidence that it's going to suddenly gut programs from the Mid-American Conference or the Sun Belt. The hierarchy is going to be the exact same that it's always been. The programs with the deepest pockets like Alabama, like USC, are consistently going to be able to out-recruit using NIL as a tool other schools like Pitt, who will subsequently be able to out-recruit schools like Akron. I don't see any fundamental
Okay, I get what you're saying, but schools like
to the
Pitt are going to
landscape.
lose guys like Jordan Addison because they can transfer. You're going to
They
have
just
to
took an all-freshman
re-recruit.
kid from Akron.
You're gonna have
They
to
took an all-freshman kid from Akron, though, Richie, to replace him. Mumpfield.
But you're going to have to re-recruit guys every year, basically, so they don't leave your
Okay.
program. And I get, look, it's a free market, it's a free world. I don't blame these kids. I don't.
No one complained when it was a free market for coaches all these years, and all you had to do was be willing to pay a buyout. So why should everyone start complaining suddenly when it's a freer market for the kids?
Because that's
I
the
don't get it.
on the field, that's
They're the product.
That's the product.
They're the product.
Yes,
Okay,
so-
so you just admitted it. They're the product. Pay them like they're the product. And if they have somebody who's willing to pay them big money, so be it.
Yeah, I just think there needs to be some kind of cap. There needs to be some kind of, instrument that makes it fair for programs like Pitt.
Okay, I've got an idea. We cut Nick Saban's salary in half, and all these coaches who aren't taking the hardships and beatings on the field, we cut all their salaries in half. We put that into an expanded NIL pool, and we find a way to pay the players a little more so that the coaches make a little bit less.
I get what you're saying, but the coaches won't go for that. I know. I don't think anything's going to change. But here's what could change, and I was told this by a coach that I know, that he said the NIL is going to dry up at some point because they can't. These people that are giving this money can't write it off. I mean, so these deep pockets are going to end at some point, right? So and then the players get taxed on it. They don't care about that. But the people that are giving the money, they can't write it off. It's just basically a check. It's not like a donation.
I guess some of the uproar around this reminds me of like watching an old Bugs Bunny cartoon where Elmer Fudd is more than happy to do the hunting, but when Bugs suddenly acquires the shotgun, he doesn't like it so much. I mean, that seems like now that you've got players who have real, legitimate, exercisable power and leverage, whoa, wait a minute. We got to put some guardrails up here. The good old days of the last 120 years are suddenly no longer here. This is the future. The future's now. Deal with it.
Yeah, I just want to see good college football. All right, we got to take a break. Back with more of your calls and comments and maybe some tweets coming on next. Stay right there.